Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, thank you for finding some time to join me for Kombat Kast number 3 for Mortal Kombat. Yes, very exciting, because this is going to give us a more in-depth look at Rain, General Shao, and Sindel. As you can see in front of us, we already have the Kombat Kast already started. I was doing lots of stuff before we could do this. But yeah, I'm quite interested to see what's happening, so let's see what they're saying.
Like this, purple energy, and then the use of her hair.
Regal purple.
Absolutely. She has really good range, as you'd imagine someone with magical long hair. And there's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. First is forward 4, which kind of takes out of the page of the last game, and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool you want to use to get in.
And that's a mid, right?
Yes. And it's pretty quick, but it has a really neat new follow-up. She jumps into the air, it's a low combo starter, and she can actually control how far she goes and do the close version. And actually land right in front of them, far version. Or she could just do it by itself, go in for a throw.
That's a wrap.
Thank you. Go for this cool low. Or one of her block strings. Another normals is back 2, which leads into an overhead, and she can combo into it, or you can do back 2 by itself and actually be airborne. Let's go over the special moves. We'll start with the classic, the Scream, the iconic, quintessential Sindel. It's still one of her best combo starters. It stuns. They can't hear anything for a while. She's gonna get a free hit. You can kind of do it at mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking. Like I said, it's great to hit confirm.
With punish.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this doesn't seem that much different for Sindel.
Exactly.
I just throw it out all the time.
All the time. Then let's go over fireballs, which are always one of the most important kind of key things about her offense. She has high hairball, low hairball.
Which is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical, hairball. And then air hairball. New to this game is it's a straight, very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground and it's quick, and I think it's pretty effective. Look at that, I still got it. Her EX versions have some interesting properties. So, the straight one will actually eat up fireballs. So if you use a bar meter or a zoning war, you'll actually beat out their projectile. And the low ones are really neat. So she adds that little hair whip at the beginning, and up close, actually a hit that will pop them up. Things in the corner.
I like the hair projectiles. Cool, that seems pretty cool.
Like, get a combo.
Did you know that tarantulas can shoot their hairs as projectiles to cause like urticaria, stinging and itching? Interesting.
Oh my God. There we go. Maybe I don't still have it.
I think you should.
Thank you. So it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up close into an actual offensive tool.
So 2 different ways you can use it.
Exactly.
Both equally cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool, her cartwheel, the overhead, straight from MK1. If you EX it, it has armor. It's really good up close. It's great as a wake-up attack. You can use it after moves like this. You can mix it up with low, her sweep, and a really fun down 3. Look at that.
I like the sweep and down 3. The hair being used for it is pretty cool.
Is a mid, the other is overhead.
Exactly.
But the forward 4 and all of that seems pretty much the same as we have in MK11.
You can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then lastly, she has the classic levitate. If she can float in the air, she can drop straight down. So like for example, you're trying to zone. You can standing low fireballs to go under your hairball. not very effective to remove low fireball when you're literally not touching the ground.
Right.
She can also cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like, for example, she can do the back two, the airborne, go into flight, and if you EX it, it's actually significantly faster. And she has some true block strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Got it.
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, oops, set it to all. I have
Ooh,
chosen
practice mode looks
Serena, who we got a
interesting.
little taste of in the last trailer, but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile. You can see the cooldown is pretty quick. Then she also has Kia's blades. She goes full demon, throws multiple, they come back, and this actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. You confirm that into a full combo.
That did look fun.
It is fun.
And she can really get up in the air.
14
A lot
hits,
of work.
303
Yes.
damage. Oh
She
my
also
god.
has her demon up kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air. And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every cameo has at least 3, and some might have more, so she's one of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground.
Jakata or
and
Jataka?
while
Which one
the
is
opponent
it?
is standing in it. Let's set it to default. Liu Kang's meter is being drained. Pretty quick,
Yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is an ambush move, which means you can
it
do
drains
while Sindel's
gauge.
doing another action.
Interesting.
So, for example, while you have a combo going, you can summon her.
Oh, there's a lot of setups there.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can use that in the corner, in the middle of your combo, have her coming out, drain your meter, stuff like that. She could even do nasty stuff like drain your meter so you can't break a combo in the middle of your combo.
She's not going to like breakers very much.
She does not, which is, let's maybe get into that a little bit more. So, let's go back to what we said earlier. Sindel has a couple of moves using the cameo system. So, you know, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this commanding presence. She has, you know, what the kids would say is Riz.
Oh, they would say that.
She has what?
Thank you.
I don't know what the
And, you
kids
know,
are
she can use
saying.
that-
What are the kids saying? I hate new kid lingo. I don't understand it.
to actually command her cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown, it will be significantly faster for your cameo. So you can see normally this move's already pretty quick. Once she has this active, it's even quicker, and Serena,
Oh.
she is recovering so fast.
You can
for
really see the
cooldown.
gauge recovering
She
quickly.
can basically do that like almost indefinitely. So you can turn what normally would be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost like any other special move. Or some of the other ones like Kia's blades that have a pretty long cooldown. It's significantly faster when she has that active.
Now, she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, there, yeah.
Correct. But once you get it going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist. When she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's cameo, and if the opponent tries to break,
What?
they will be stunned, and you get a reset instead.
Oh,
let's
she
share that
said
again. I have
that's
the
pretty.
move active.
That's pretty interesting. When Sonya swooped in there, Sonya Sonya said, "Your allies betray you." Sindel's cool.
Opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is like, gets the little head and, you know, oh my god, I'm confused. And your breaker is not just disabled. Once you get that stun, they will be popped up and Sindel gets a full reset.
Got it.
No breakers allowed.
Couple ways to avoid them, seems
Yes.
like for her.
There's also another really interesting move I'd like to show. So for this one, Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out, and Sonya is actually dizzy.
Yep.
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read, the cameo is...
Wow, I like that because it looks like the stunned effect from Street Fighter 6. They're all dizzy. Interesting.
stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version. With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her. And I actually get a free use of either of the cameo's moves of my choosing. So for example, I now have Square Wave. And that use of
you can pick any of them.
Correct.
Not just
Any
the one
of
they were
Sonya's
doing.
moves. Right.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time, and it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Serena's demon like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 cameo moves in one combo if you wanted to.
People are gonna have some fun in training mode on this one.
Yeah, it's really, really neat, and it's something that's gonna, you know, how effective and the way you use it's gonna change on what the opponent's cameo is.
Got it.
I still can't get over the fact
Cool.
that cameos
Yeah.
are
Do we
tag
wanna-
assists.
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that
I
all?
think that's the best way
Woohoo!
we
3
can
tag
finish, right?
assists in a combo. Great. Fabulous. You know you could do that in MK11.
I love how her hair gets all
Oh yeah, the
crazy,
big hair is
super cool.
amazing.
I love Serena though. She looks so freaky. Oh boy, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. Baelish,
That is a nasty
Sean,
one.
Yeah, the leg
Charlie,
pull, I feel that.
Brian,
Yeah, that-
Bob,
that's definitely
John
amongst the
Clark.
most brutal
Love you, my
things.
friends. Thank
Pretty-
you for
pretty
being
bad.
here.
Pretty- good. Good.
Of
bad.
course, she
Yeah.
made
You
the
wanna be-
blonde dizzy.
Cool.
LOL.
Let's. You want to move on to Rain?
I think so.
Again, as we were talking about Sindel, who does Rain? Who plays Rain? What players play them?
I think Rain's always been kind of a flashy character that appeals to people that like to hit buttons.
Yeah.
Rain's, though, quite a bit different in this game. Rain has traditionally been a ninja. In this game, in Liu Kang's new era, he's been completely reimagined as a mage. He's the high mage in Sindel's court.
That's garbage.
is-
Rain's no longer a ninja. He's Dumbledore. Great.
Moveset has substantially changed. There will be little hints and fun nods to the previous versions of Rain, like you'd expect,
Right.
but he's going to be one of the more radically altered characters, and I think it's an interesting new take. So
And like we've done in the new era, like all the characters will have, they're still somewhat who you know. There's still stuff that's
Right.
going to bring you back
Right.
to them that you loved using when we were younger.
yes,
But they've definitely changed.
yeah, he
So-
probably has like mostly new moves to go with his new role, like his new power.
So why not just name the character something else? If he has completely new moves, a new story, he's not a ninja, just call him something else. I don't understand this reasoning from
Or
NRS.
set. It's pretty neat, so let's check it out.
Let's do it.
So you'll notice right off the bat, he has a new weapon, which is his wizard staff. And he uses it in most of his normal attacks. And he is definitely now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his attacks. A couple normals I really wanted to talk about. Like you can see even his sweep. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I
the
love
coolest
the
thing.
kick up,
It's-
the
it's
kick up.
so good.
And you'll notice the water leaves the top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right. I absolutely love it. So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, 1, 3 is this like really good range mid, pretty quick. It's also got forward 3, which is an overhead, into a double overhead, and he gets a pop-up.
It's Ip Girl. I think this might be the character for me. I think this is my new Jade. I'm not sure.
That'll be one of his most important, I think.
It's Ip Girl. That's what
And
it
one other
is. Two
normal item we
overheads.
show, which is
Causes a
standing
pop-up.
which, even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
Right.
So strong that he can actually kick you across the world. Now this is an interesting one because if you hold it,
Do your combo, Stephanie.
and he can also cancel out of the hold to fake you out.
Okay.
There you go. See, I'm good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you, and then you burst out.
That's actually really flashy looking. Yes,
So you
it
can
is
see his
flashy.
remote
It looks
attacks
so
are very
cool.
fresh and different.
Lots of water bubbles.
And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go into his special moves?
I think so.
So he has some really interesting zoning tools. I mean, some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his straight projectile, which takes up a ton of real estate, is fairly quick, and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown. He can actually hold it down and get a stagger. And you can actually cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the move,
Timing. Yeah.
doing different timings, doing the EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing. When you have a projectile like that that takes up a ton of space, what's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Jump.
Jump. And that's not going to be super effective because he has an anti-air.
It's an upward
This
razor
has a very
ring.
neat EX.
Where's
It
the
actually
air
allows
razor
him
ring?
to
Give
pop
me
up
more
combos.
razor rings.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again, it makes a full screen projectile become kind of an offensive tool up close. Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him? And he has a water bubble where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually just be destroyed when it hits the water bubble. And this is something that he can set up, go behind,
Okay.
go in
Is
the
that
middle
a
of.
three-way
shield.
input?
Exactly. But if you EX
I'm
it,
seeing
it
it. I'm
surrounds
seeing
him and travels
Stephanie
with him.
do multiple buttons.
Kind of walk them down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
Now, there's other ways you can get in. He could set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants.
What?
And then you
Multiple?
can actually warp through him. So you could do cool stuff, like set one here, go in when you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or, when you're in, you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
Okay.
And then you can go straight into combos, fun stuff like that. Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the Whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it, they get popped up for combos.
I love how he just grabs the top of his staff and
Yeah,
I mean,
Yes,
out
it
of
is.
out of everything we've seen so far, Rain is probably the most interesting for me. Six Legs, I hate Rain already. Is it because he's looking jady? He looks, I mean, the teleport, the projectiles, all of it in one character. Like Jade, you have to equip to teleport. That's so, it's interesting with Rain.
So cool looking. Another move he has is Geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special. He gets 2 and 1 into, and if he EX it, it has armor. So it's a good wake-up attack, a good way to beat pressure, and I think it'll be one of his best combo enders. And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
so cool.
And this is a move that he can actually hold.
Is that a razor ring?
cancel-
Is that a jumping razor ring? It better
And
be.
just drop down. So you can do stuff like you're doing your
Can you use
water
it
ball
while
with one of the
jumping
fireballs.
backwards?
Literally the
This
opposite
is the
of that.
question.
Go into this, fake out the opponent, immediately drop down. You can set up, you can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals, be doing that Thunder God move, cancel it, go through the portal, just all kind of options full screen. I think he's going to be a really interesting character to kind of freeze them up full screen to get in and start doing his mix-ups. And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Striker because I think a cop teaming with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat,
sure.
right? So the first thing I'll show with Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high. And you can imagine, these are ambush moves, which means they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff like you're doing your straight water beam while he's doing his grenades. They can also aid you in combos. So you can do stuff like
Got it.
Striker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cop Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead, and the classic baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads. So,
Got
great
access
example.
to both of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So, one thing you could do, you got your overhead, your opponents stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? Sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low. Then they get used to the timing. They're like, oh, I'm one of these like Ninja Killer or Sonic people with good reflexes. I can fuzzy that. Then you start doing stuff like Cop Bop. Mix it up. So just from this 50-50, he can use Striker to have more 50-50s.
That's how you beat Sonic Fox.
That's the key. That's all you have
Okay,
to do.
all right, wow.
Like a famous football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Striker has one more move, which I think is probably my favorite.
My favorite thing is he used a sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind and handcuffs you. And this gives you a reset. Then you get a bunch of
That's so stupid. But I kind of like it. It seems pretty funny.
advantage and you can go for a mix-up.
Okay.
So you get into your combos with a handcuff move, then go in and continue your offense. So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Got it.
It's super
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah. So I think that's
But I'm not seeing her do a combo while the opponent is handcuffed. Are you not able to move while Striker is handcuffing?
that's Rain and
I guess
Striker.
not.
And I maybe go into his fatal blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just say Striker is my favorite fatal blow.
Okay. All right, that was Rain.
Yep.
Very exciting. People get their hands on Rain soon. That'll be awesome.
He's definitely not washed up.
Nope. Some fresh moves to make your opponent salty.
Oh my word.
Nice.
Let's move on.
Six legs,
we're talking
fluffy
about General
pink
Shao now, character that
handcuffs,
I'm
not the
very excited
kinky,
about,
not the
as a
kinky
lover of
cuffs.
big,
Yes, very
bruising
nice.
characters.
Yep.
He's still big and bruising. He's just a general now.
just a
John,
general.
looks
He's
like
not the
ports can
Emperor.
cancel.
weapon,
J4
new
impressive.
moveset.
D's, I'm not
A
liking
bit of a
Rain
stance
either.
character, but I
Oh
wouldn't say
no.
in the same vein.
You know, I'm liking Rain just because, like, I'm looking for someone who can play like Jade. This is my most worrisome thing. Like, am I going to have a wiggle stick? Can Rain's stick be wiggly as well? this is the question. Can I do an extended stick combo with Rain? Because, you know, I love me the stupid wiggle stick with Jade. That's what I use all the time. John, Dave should do a sing-song about Rain's squirts. Well, if you want one for your birthday, brother, you can have one. I will make you one. Rain has Hogwarts influence, but not invasion. LOL. Oh no.
And it's like a Kenshi.
Right.
But definitely when he has axe in his hand, axe out of his hand. When it's out of his hand, be careful when you're near the axe. That's all I'm going to say. Let's take a look at how he works. So, big thing. Just to show, this is kind of the...
Honestly, I'm going to say that I'm surprised that Stephanie didn't do longer or bigger combos. Like in MK11, she did combos that were more damaging than the ones she's showing here. So I was expecting to see more from her. So I don't know how much of a role she had in the combat. I know she's lead QA, but I don't think that... Yeah, combat design, I'm not sure. And then they have Tyler explaining stuff. He's okay. But I definitely think Stephanie does a better job at explaining. But let's see what he has to say about Shao.
Thesis statement, just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two. It has advantage. So if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably.
Yeah, I was just jabbing.
Don't do
So that looks like his back 3 in MK11. So now it's his back 2. Interesting.
It hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance to it too. Like I can get you from there. Like really nice. Kind of can lead in some combos.
Right.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast. Bounces him up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some pathways with that move.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses axe or he's just huge big boots.
Just like
Yeah,
standing big boot. And like a lot of people, I enjoy the 2-player animation strings.
Right.
So he has this overhead, doesn't combo anything, but hit the throw button afterwards.
So good.
And he also has a low one as well. I'm sure we'll come back to those.
Oh, so he has something like the forward 3-4 L1 in this game, where it's like a command grab string. Interesting.
Later as well.
Right.
Now let's talk about his special moves. His special move, the one that kind of encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground, and there it is. And you have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back. Boom.
Okay.
Now, when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back 1.
Nice.
He also, and I get the axe back after, of course, doing the command grab.
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And
So it's like Kenshi. Wow, that's ridiculous. It's making it feel like really complex, which I guess is good for those who want that depth and complexity. However, for most of the people who are playing the game, they're going to be playing for like 2 or 3 weeks and then they're going to give up. Like, people play games not for years, but for like a couple of months and then they move on. So I can't see many people understanding or getting into Shao Kahn as much as, let's say, Scorpion or Sub-Zero.
some are faster, some have different reactions.
Right. And some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So here's his throw. While we're at it, let's just show the, Mataro as well. And then with the axe, he just bangs in the face with the axe.
Right.
Other special.
So with the axe and without the axe, the back throw is doing the same damage. Great.
He has. So you can.
It's just visuals. There's no actual meaning for combat.
That was the meter burn. I got a full screen projectile. Now, if you're close, you can. Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up. Nice.
Right. He has.
What is this combo he's doing?
Now, if you're close, you can. Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up. Nice.
Right.
Seems like so much work for just 200 damage. Less than? I'm still not loving all of the damage scaling.
He has a buff. This makes your axe powers do more damage. You can
Okay.
also EX that to get more time on it as well. Big move in his arsenal that also leads to a lot of crazy good damage is his armored launcher is his knee.
It's kind of represented, kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there. But if you EX the knee, you get a free power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And
But
then
he
this axe is
didn't
on the ground
EX
again.
it.
Okay.
He's saying you can EX it, but he did not EX it. I love that the developers can't even enhance their special moves. That seems so stupid. I mean, I was having trouble enhancing moves, but so are they.
That's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into Power Slam, back into that.
Nice.
That's a pretty nice
Ooh,
chunky
combo.
combo.
And now you have the axe back.
Right. When the axe is on the ground, other cool things can happen. Power Slam, now I have a ground pound.
Neat.
Now here's the interesting thing. When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low,
Okay.
which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
You can also, throw this down, do this.
And
Combo
that's like
after
a
it.
quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast slash.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's clearly meant to be going in and out during
Yes.
the fight, in the middle of combos, getting it back at the end of combos.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right. So it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of
Okay, so I mean, like, that further encourages the general play style of runaway, zone, and throw projectiles. I feel like that's not great in terms of pacing a battle. I feel like Tekken 8, there's a lot of focus on aggression and rush down, and does not seem to be the case here.
really
Like, if you're taking the time to slam the axe on the ground 3 times, the opponent must be doing nothing in order for you to slam the axe so many times. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this would play in PvP.
good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it, establish the axe on the screen, and they're going to have to respect it, and that's going to kind of open up your grabs, your mix-ups, stuff like that.
And it's super cool. You can also, he also, has some, can pick stuff out of the air and that sort of thing. I mean, the knee into power strike is huge.
Right.
Right. Really important. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show
You're missing all of the cameo. At least Stephanie talked about Serena cameo. Where's Motaro cameo? Explain that.
some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use.
Oh, here we go.
Obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull them out, walk behind it. You don't want to be throwing projectiles around.
That's so
That
good.
will reflect, and I'm walking it down with that.
I love that, that's a way to call back to his thick reflect skin from
Right.
MK3.
And now you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
Nice.
He also has this turret he can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you. Has a low one too. He can do that. Now here is something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He has this teleport, right?
Okay.
Which maybe you can read a projectile, maybe not. But you can move around the battlefield quicker as
Right.
General Shao. But with this overhead, I can teleport and still
And that's a
continue a
true
combo.
combo.
It's a true combo. So now you have to worry about this, and you have to worry about something like this. Like that's now in play.
Right.
So you can do the full the full thing too. You can do.
He's
like,
teabagging. What is he doing?
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the cameo system. It allows you to break the rules and restrictions of your roster.
And
character.
I think that's why I love Shao so much, is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too, of course. He
Wow,
breaks-
I'm surprised that Tyler is doing longer combos than Stephanie in this Kombat Cast. Interesting.
that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun, sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just so you can do with that.
And
Really
I think
cool.
it's so neat about the cameo system. You kind of look at your play style, look at your character, and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your cameo to turn those weaknesses into strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now
and
you're close.
now you don't want to beat me. Let's show the. When you turn up to do the.
Yeah, give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
Oh, he's not
Every time I
messing
see,
around.
every time I see Motaro, I feel like moo. He's a cow. Like this is what I hear in my head.
Oh my. General Shao.
Pretty cool.
Super fun.
C'est fini?
I've had a really
That's it?
good time playing with them. Just a different style of fighting, different than you're used to for General Shao, so
Right.
it's been a really cool time.
Yeah, and I think it's really neat. You know, we also showed Geras having these big brute characters who you might think is like, oh, they're brain dead brawlers or whatever. And no, in this game, no, they're not. They're definitely, you know, really interesting, nuanced characters. It's really cool.
Or they can just swing an axe as hard as they want.
Or you could just do back to over and over again and do throws.
Right, and that's also
Right.
a fun way to play. So before we go, Derek's not here, and this hurts so bad. You know that, right? It's time for birthday shout-outs, everybody. I don't mind the birthday shout-outs. It's the horn, really. Here we go. You ready?
I am ready. I'm excited.
Mike Lee. Regina Stefanik.
Ooh, kitties.
Nicolette Mihalka. Brian Evans. Eric Butt. Kingston Lorenzo. Tim Matt.
Kingston Lorenzo is one of the artists at NRS. I'm very shocked that they do these birthday shout-outs. They can't even shout out the fans. They're shouting out their own people.
Matthews. Liv Nava. Trinier Cole. Brad Fauchot. Brian Arvizu. Cam Lynch. James Bolvin. Ruben Perez. And Chris Bartholomew. Those are your birthday shout-outs for this week. Fun stream.
Yes.
I probably said it was shorter. It probably wasn't that much shorter in
Nope.
the end. But we want to get in here and show you some characters. We'll be back very soon to show you more, hopefully. But before we go, I think we have a fight from QA
We do.
that we would love to show you.
This will be a fun
It's
one.
going to be a really cool one. So we'll show you that. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Our cotton colony. You may have been a soldier.
The General and Baraka. This is no nuance needed.
No, these are our two monster brawler guys. They love to fight. They're nasty. So we've got Baraka with Striker.
Baraka. He popped out that blade and grew a new one. Icky. I like that.
Leaves his blades in the ground. Regrows blades. Awesome.
And Shao with Motaro. I have no idea why Striker would be working with Baraka, but you don't always have to follow the lore.
Ooh, combo.
Ooh,
Big whiff.
whiffs that overhead.
Power slam.
Let's see if Shao keeps him in the corner. Nope, switches sides.
Wow. Okay, QA is doing better gameplay testing, as it should be, than Tyler. But I was surprised by Stephanie today.
Choose which way you want to go.
Right. Oh, big stab, shish kebab. Back to flaming neutral.
That big jump stomp that Baraka does is very funny.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be big.
Notice how he had his knee.
So was that a low? Baraka's fatal blow?
Jump stop the Baraka. This is very funny.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be big.
Notice how he had his knee with a pop-up without the axe in his hand, without any meter.
Forgot to block the second part of that fatal blow, the low. That's tricky. Paid for it.
Why is Stryker just shooting in the air? I feel that's inappropriate for a police officer to do. That's something you might see in the Middle East. Shooting their guns in victory into the air, but not American.
All right, let's see. One way to look at it is at least Baraka no longer has his fatal blow. Good jump attack.
Fishing for some throws, got him punished.
Oh, I like that spinny move with Baraka. I'm glad we're seeing Baraka here. I didn't expect that.
Ooh, breaker.
Big break, because I was going to put the axe on the ground and lead to some damage.
I love that his breaker is just a big hind kick. It's so exciting to see Motaro back. You know, he's a character that makes very, very few appearances. Like, I've always wanted him back. Very exciting.
Yeah, they're saying that he's back. He's just a cameo, though. You can't play as him. He's not officially back. He's just in the background. I'm so confused by this.
Ooh. You saw earlier he hit the back two twice, but he will do it again.
Yes. Sometimes you got to do it again. The no mix-up, mix-up. Big overhead.
Very quick overhead when the axe is in the ground.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. There could be matchups where it's better to...
Is that an armadillo? It looks like a spiky armadillo. Aw, creatures.
not use your axe as much. Have axeless be the main way you fight if they're a faster character, maybe like on Tang or something. Another breaker. They take 3 bars in this game, and I think one thing a lot of people forget is your cameo has to be available.
And notice when he breaks right then, right before power strike, his axe is staying to the ground.
This is a close one. Oh, really good punish. Gets the turn out. Nice. That'll be it. Let's see what he's gonna do. This looks dangerous for Baraka.
Oh.
Aw, that was so
didn't go well for
short. I wish the I mean, like, some of these fatalities, they're so long. That fatality is so short.
That's a bummer.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We love to hear what you think on Twitter, what you think about the characters and whatnot. For myself and Stephanie, we will see you next time on the Kombat Kast.
OMG. I'm just noticing something. Please excuse me if this is wildly inappropriate. But do you see here there's like a little bit of black peeking from his pants? Is that Shadow or is that his boxer shorts? Is the inseam of his boxer shorts the same as his shorts on top, or I think I'm seeing the dude's underwear. This is my point. Interesting. I did not notice that. I need to see more of Tyler.
For Baraka.
Curious. Okay, let's go back though.
Well, that didn't go well for Baraka.
Just melted.
That's a bummer.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us.
It doesn't look like Shadow because the shadow isn't moving. It's like stuck in one place, which makes me think that it's boxer shorts underneath his like regular shorts. Those shorts are riding high. They are riding high.
Yeah.
Characters and whatnot.
Even higher than
for
Stephanie.
myself and Stephanie.
Okay.
We will see you next time on the Kombat Kast.
Bye. Bye. Okay, wow, interesting. I'm not sure. Let's see what you guys are saying. We did miss a little bit of the beginning. We're going to have to go back and check it out, because I unfortunately did not see all of the beginning. I think there was a trailer, and I was rushing around trying to get things ready for my mom. I had to feed her before I make this video. So, yeah, I would like to see that. But let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. Are you having a great day? If not, leave a like. Your day will get better, guaranteed. Deez, is there anything this guy will say isn't cool? She's saying a lot of crap, but but he's like, that's so amazing. Fluff stream. Dave would have been better on this stream with this dev. You know, I say a lot too. Very cool, very interesting, questionable, intriguing. These are words that I say. So, you know, I don't blame him if he's feeling that way too. Plus, you gotta recognize all these people. They're coming at us with a definite agenda bias, trying to hype us up on this stuff. So they're gonna say it's cool, very cool. I don't know if it's very cool, but we'll have to find out together when this game is finally released. Charlie Shao, my boy, yay! No, damn it, Motaro is playable? What do you mean he's playable? He's just a cameo. Why is Shao Kahn a general instead of a ruler? Charlie says, because toxic masculinity and Liu Kang. What? I don't know what toxic masculinity is, but I am going to say I have never encountered toxic masculinity. I think these are made up words. What's so toxic about being masculine? I think that's just this ways of society and current culture to make everyone into misandrists. Not misogynists, but misandrists. I don't like that. I don't like the toxic masculinity idea. So new characters? I don't think there's new characters, Adam. From what we're seeing, it's a whole bunch of old returning characters. I was really looking forward to a new character because I thought that would have been a good way to see NRS's creativity. Instead, they greatly changed the characters that we've already known, which I don't know if it's the better option. Yeah, I need some time to play with this full game when it comes out September 14th. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping that the invasion system when we play will be good. Maybe. The combo length difference is probably on purpose to make Tyler look better. LOL. John, you know what? I could see it. It's conspiracy. I believe it. Adam, is AI still in the game? Yes, there is. You can choose if you want the CPU difficulty to be very easy or very hard, but it's not something that you can program as you could in MK11. Which, in all honesty, I don't think that they did the best execution with setting up AI builds in MK11, so maybe they just decided to scrap that whole feature, especially considering that they left AI battle left out of it in the game by Aftermath. By the time Aftermath came around, AI battle was unplayable, so I think they just didn't even want to dip their toes into that arena anymore. But yes, OMG. We're also DJ Jaded Rabbit. Did you know this? Please do check out my bunny sing songs. They're all over the place on YouTube. If you do enjoy characters like Melina and her luscious booty, perhaps you would like this song as well. Oh boy, let's see. Is it working? Yes. Okay. So this is Melina without the crazy voice. Sexy Melina. Melina-licious.
Jade, can you handle this? Sindel, can you handle this? Katana, can you handle this? I don't think they can handle this. Woo! Stabby scotch or tea time. Looking sexy, looking fine. Hungry twin wants to feed on your meat, make it bleed. Sister princess, royalty, choose your loyalty. The real heir, the true con. Does my booty turn you on? You have a real man eater if you wanna dance with this queen tonight. You gotta sate my hunger if you wanna feel my mouth tonight. I will grind you in my teeth if your meat is tasty. Best fresh flesh is my fantasy. By the looks I got you shook up and scared of me. Too late on your knees, it's time for balls to roll. I don't think you're ready for Melina. I don't think you're ready for Melina. I don't think you're ready for Melina, cause she's ready to bite your dick off for you, babe. I don't think you're ready for Melina. I don't think you're ready for Melina. I don't think you're ready for Melina, cause she's ready to bite your dick off for you, baby.
OMG, okay, word. I love it. Yes, that was Melina-licious by me, DJ Jaded Rabbit. Hopefully you're enjoying it. But yes, I am perplexed. I am in a state of uncertainty, just hoping that this thing is gonna get better at some point. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Charlie, yeah, that's pretty petty. I agree. Baraka looks savage. That he does, Feather. That's one thing I really enjoy. Max, General Shao, prepare y'all selves. General Shao gonna be my main. What about Reiko? I thought Reiko was cuter than Shao. Same, just like he was in every other game. Oh, cool. Me too, bro. Yup, solo fatal blow. Yeah, it looked like it. In this game, there is no law. Wait, though. I'm pretty sure there was official marketing that came out that said, let's see if we can find it. That said that fatality is a law, not a punishment. Perhaps I can find it. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So there were a series of tweets that went out on Mortal Kombat's official Twitter. I was very confused by all of this because it had some very Zen meditation kind of music behind, as they said classic phrases like finish him, fatality, test your might. This one got me really concerned. Fatality is a law, not a punishment. This sounds very communist. It sounds very Big Brothery. It sounds very Orwellian. I am not certain if this is what we want. But yeah, apparently there is law in the game, Adam. Did they show Shao's fatality? No. They just showed Motaro's fatality. Forward, down, down, R1, Motaro fatal. I love that you're predicting the button inputs. Very cool, John. Feather, love all of them. Very cool. Swish, Sindel. Yay, Sindel. That bloke is flashing us his underwear. That's what I thought too, Six Legs. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. Because, like, you can see, like, this is the bottom part of the inseam on his shorts underneath. Tee-hee. Why do I look at this stuff? Why am I super observant? This is what I care about. Max, spoiler, what are y'all's reactions to I don't know if that was a sufficient spoiler warning. But then again, I put Chronica on the thumbnail, so people should know. Yeah, I don't like Chronica being back, Max. It's stupid. I think out of all of the villains that we've had in Mortal Kombat, Kronika is probably the worst. And even if she's not playable, like, why bring that dumpster fire into this game? I thought it was a reboot. It can't be a reboot if it's a continuation of the old story. What? With the same evil forces. I don't get it. And you know what? Let's just take a... What am I doing? Resize 300. Oops, 300. No, it's not worth it. I was gonna do a zoom in on his shorts, his underwear, but I think that's a little much. I don't want to see that much of Tyler. Adam, a Shao isn't a con anymore. I know. It sucks because I've known him as Shao Kahn for so long. It's gonna take me a long time to beat the Shao Kahn out of my head. But yeah, this is the reality of the world that we live in now. Language is changing. You know, mothers are no longer mothers. They are birthing peoples. Same goes for Shao. He's no Shao Kahn. He is General Shao. I did not want Motaro playable. Even as a cameo, he broke. I see, John. I want at least a new character. I agree. I would love to see one new character. AI Fighters is great, so I don't need to grind manually. I'm not sure, Adam. Like, I like the idea of having AI fighters. I definitely loved making AI builds. But I guess I have to have hope that the invasion system is something worthwhile playing. We'll see. Adam, OMG, that song is hilarious. Swish bish, LOLs. Thank you. Adam, I mean law because of the cop guy. Ah, I gotcha. John, make a rain my squirts. Maybe? Shao Kahn has horns now? What the hell? Yeah, we saw this with the Gamescom reveal, Guar. They got rid of Shao Kahn having the helmet, and now the helmet is actually part of his head. He has horns. DJ Jaded. Yay, love you, J4. Sad we didn't see Rain and Shao's fatalities, but they finally gave Motaro and brutal fatality, then a brutal fatality, then his garbage ones. To be honest, a lot of the cameo brutalities leave me wanting.
This looks dangerous for Baraka.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I mean, it's so short. It also happens so quickly. You don't really get to appreciate that half of his body has been blasted off. I think they could have done something different with the camera angle, or maybe a slowdown effect so that you could really appreciate what's happening here, but it goes by so quickly.
Well, that didn't go well for Baraka.
Poor Baraka. But, yeah, is he a cow? Is he a horse? Is he hung like a horse? Like, where's his dick? This is my question. Like, Devora doesn't have a coochie because she's just got, like, egg sacs all over her body. This is my understanding of the lore. But, where's his deek? Where did it go? Interesting. Maybe it's protected by all this cybernetic armor or something. I'm just not sure. Let's go back to the beginning of the Kombat Cast because I did miss the beginning and I really wanted to see if there was anything worthwhile. So let's check it out.
The Kombat Cast starts now.
All right, and welcome to a very special Kombat Cast. Kind of slipping one in here.
Yeah.
Not Tyler is slipping me one. What?
I remember I did say that we were going to have a Derek and me fight for this one, but they're Gamescom.
Right.
But we just showed a trailer. So
Oh, yeah, that's totally his underwear because you can see the shadow here. And then the underwear is underneath. Wow. Tyler, you should have worn longer shorts or something, brother.
We wanted to show off some characters.
Or
Yeah.
maybe sit
He went
different.
all the way to Germany just to
Sit
avoid
with your
fighting
legs, your
I
knees
was not
together.
going to say that, but it's accurate. So here we are. We're going to today's going to be probably a little bit of a shorter stream. We don't have any guests or anything like that. But we're going to walk through 3 characters today. Before we start that, let's introduce ourselves.
Stephanie Brownback, QA lead.
And I'm Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios, and we are super excited to show you some
Except if you try to talk to him on Twitter, he ignores you.
stuff from the trailer.
Yes.
But before we do that, if you haven't seen it yet, we should show them the trailer again. Do you want to send it off?
Here we go. It's the Queen's Court.
Awesome.
So they were just showing the stupid trailer from before? I mean, it's not stupid, but it's kind of lame that some of this Kombat Kast was just repeat information. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't miss anything here.
All right. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
exciting. I've been waiting for this one to come out because of a certain character.
Same here. Probably not the same character.
I like them all, but I'll let you start.
Yeah, I mean, Sindel, one of my all-time favorite MK characters.
Okay, all right. So yeah, this is from where I started watching. Okay, so this Kombat Kast, it's interesting. I feel like the things that they added with Sindel, like each of the characters have their own like wonky mechanics. Like Kenshi has different strings when he's in ancestral guard stance. Same goes for Shao Kahn. When he has the axe on the ground, he gets different strings. Sindel, she gets cameo gauge manipulation and the ability to, what's the word? Make the enemy into an ally. What was that? There are like in other games, like if you like melee an enemy or something, you might turn him into an ally if you have a certain perk. That's the vibe I'm getting with Sindel, which is interesting. But I feel like a lot of what we saw here from Sindel was very similar to MK11.
Cool things about her in this game is she has these cool VFX.
Those visual effects are not cool, Stephanie, by the way. The visual effects were cooler in MK11, where everything was more bright and lots more particles for all of her special moves. So they're lying to me.
Like this, purple energy, and then the use of her hair.
Regal purple.
So she has the forward 4, which seems very similar. This also looks like 112,
Absolutely.
but slightly different, with more hair.
She has really good range, as you'd imagine someone with magical long hair.
I like the throw, where she sort of like caresses their body with her hair. That's interesting.
And there's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. First is forward 4, which kind of
The forward 4. So Sindel play style in MK11 isn't really going to change because most people are going to continue using the forward 4 with Sindel. Where's my wiggle stick? Also, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen a parry. Are there no parries in this game?
takes out of a page of the last game, and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool you want to use to get in.
And that's a mid, right?
Yes. And it's pretty quick, but it has a really neat new follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, like, that forward 4 looks very similar. But I think, like, the ability to take control of the opponent's cameo, very cool. I think that adds, like, the nuance that Stephanie was talking about. Very nice. I like this splits in the air, and she's, like, shielding her coochie. She's like, don't look at my coochie. I like that.
How this can play into her cameo. I have chosen...
Oh, yeah, the
Set it off.
Serena cameo is, like... I really enjoy it. I think it's so cool that she turns into a demon.
That did look
It kind
It
of
is.
sucks that she's not a playable character.
did really
But
good.
definitely seeing the Serena cameo makes me more excited for release day. Look at her. She's a demon. She's got a tail. Very, very, like I love the iteration on this design of Serena, but equally they didn't need to call it Serena. Like, if you just saw this red demon creature, you wouldn't know that's Serena. But they try to make her Serena with the bi-colored hair, the white and black, and I don't know. I just don't really
Turn that into a full combo.
like what they did with Rain too. Like, they completely changed a lot of like Rain, his specials. He looks completely different in play style, but at that point, is he even Rain? Like, you could have called this person Hydro. You could have called this person H2O Absorber or something. Like, you could have called him anything. Same goes for Ashra. Like, a lot of these characters are making these changes that they don't feel super familiar, to me at least. Maybe for you. But out of all of the characters that they showed in this Kombat Kast, Rain is probably the one that's got me the most excited out of all of the
Very
Kombat
powerful
Kasts.
mage.
I like the use of projectiles with him. I like the double overhead.
1-3.
I like the overhead mix-up because I do that with Jade. You could go with the Ip Girl cancel into Edenian Spark, and that's an overhead low. Seems like you can work that in there if you choose Striker as the cameo. Would be nice, though, if there's a low projectile that I could cancel into.
It's like really good range mid, pretty quick. It's also got forward 3, which is an overhead.
Yes, forward 3. So it seems like you can cancel from the forward 3 into something else. But, what? I'll need to get my hands on this to actually enjoy. But yeah, Rain is probably the character that I'm, just based off of the gameplay that I've seen so far, he looks super interesting. I think Rain might be my new Jade, and Ashra might be my new Devora. I think.
Attacks. So you can do stuff.
Yeah.
Like you were doing
I think so. I love the little water trail, too. It's so cute.
overheads. So,
Got
great
access to
example.
both of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So, one thing you could do.
Ooh, I can't wait to get into practice. Look at this. Oh my god. There's so many words. There's so much description, so many choices. Also, I need to learn how to better use my get-ups. I could not use my get-ups in the beta, so I need to practice that. Yes, lots of practice.
You got your overhead. Your opponent's stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do?
Ah, very nice. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Interesting. Very interesting. Happy Abby Arts. I'm not very sure of Rain yet myself, but glad you are liking him. Hey, maybe we can color Rain green with the gear system. Hey, that would be nice. Feather, Melina, Raiden, Tanya, and Reiko are the only characters we haven't seen their gameplay. I don't necessarily agree with that, Feather. We saw Raiden in 2 different trailers. Same goes for Melina. So we did get a taste of what Melina and Raiden are doing in terms of combos, basic attacks, throws, fatal blows. So that isn't too concerning for me for Melina. I would like to see Reiko, because I think I would like Reiko more than Shao Kahn, just because he's cuter. Adam, I wonder about the augment system, if it'll be like 11 or different. So we saw yesterday from the invasion mode gameplay that it's completely different. There are no augments. Instead, there are things like Jinsei Essence components and talismans that you have to upgrade at a forge in order to grant you special buffs or powers. And it seems like there's a stronger reliance on the type effectiveness rather than augments in MK1. So, like, if you're familiar, MK11 had type effectiveness where you could face, like, Scorpion and test your luck towers, and they would be immune to any fire-type attacks. It seems like it's a deeper system well, not deeper, but more significant, because the buffs of resistances and vulnerabilities are increased in MK1 versus MK11. But then again, we'll have to check numbers. I don't have the game in front of me. I need to see these numbers to really do some maths and be a nerd about it. Adam Centaur, bring back Goro, not as DLC. Motaro Tux. Perhaps, Swish. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe Shao is a cursed Armageddon centaur, which explains the horns. Yeah, he seems similar to Motaro because they both have horns, but like Shao Kahn's horns are like vastly different from the ram's horns or the bull's horns that appear on Motaro. And Motaro isn't giving me like straight up centaur, because there is a creature. What is it called? Is it a satyr? Look at his dick. He's giving me satyr vibes because of the tail that does attack. Let's see. Satyr God of War? Is this where it's from? Ah, yes. It's more like Motaro's giving me a little bit of satyr influence, like that you would see with God of War. The tail is scary. Oh, is it satyr? Or maybe it's chimera. Let's see. Chimera, God of War. Oh, yeah. It's the chimera. These pictures are so hilarious. There seems to be a little of that influence with Motaro. But not like from God of War, but like from Greek mythology. I'm not sure like what their inspiration here for Shao was. It seems more Viking in reference. But I just wish the horns were part of a helmet instead of it just glued on top of his head. Melina is basically MK version of Predator. Interesting. Tyler is clearly wearing children's shorts. He's a big guy. Come on now. They don't make size 40-inch waists shorts for children. 45-inch waist? I don't know. John, I believe I saw Tanya had a parry. Okay, interesting. Sindel Coochie is the weak spot. Quick kick it. Oh my god. John, Serena, a.k.a. Howl Girl. Ooh, yeah, nice. Rain, Harry Potter wants to be a flunky out of Hogwarts. Yeah, it seems like that's the direction that they have gone with Rain. I think it's kind of an insult that he's not a ninja. Why make him a mage? Also, because of this redesign that they've done on Rain, I'm not confident that, like, Ermac from the DLC is going to be satisfying. I want ninjas. If he's not a ninja, does he get a classic ninja skin? Classic ninja Rain skin in MK11 is like the best skin for Rain. So if he doesn't get a classic ninja skin because he's a wizard now, that would be really, really lame. Make sure take a screenshot of moves. You know what? I was thinking about making videos or things about move lists, but only nerds like me would appreciate that kind of information. And B, that would become quickly obsolete because in about 20 some odd days, we're just going to have the game and then you can look at the move list all you want. Feather, or perhaps NRS were a huge fan of the Snyder Cut and wanted to make Shao their Steppenwolf with Kratos. Oh, interesting, Feather. Snap's horns is Onaga-like. Oh, Shao's? You know what? Let's make a comparison. Let's see what Onaga horns look like. Maybe. Hmm. Hmm. And then we go official rulers of Outworld trailer.
He will taste.
Maybe? I feel like Onaga's horns are more straight, whereas there is some curviness to it, but I mean, that's just so minor. I could see them trying to create some lore between him and Onaga, given that the official bio for Shao Kahn makes reference to him being a weak child that his father tried to train into a strong, strong general. So maybe makes me really question what's Shao Kahn's lineage. If you saw MK Annihilation, Raiden, played by James Remar, is that the guy who was Raiden in the second movie? Him and Shao Kahn were brothers. So when I grew up, I always thought Shao and Raiden were brothers. But if he's got like some father devious ancestry, I would love to know more about it. Although I'm not sure we're gonna get it. WB probably told NRS to make one of the characters a wizard. Maybe, John. Love to watch your vids, Dave. God bless you. God bless you too, Adam. Thank you for being here. Is Shang Tsung in or Jax maybe Cetrion? Shang Tsung is totally a playable character if you pre-order. Jax is just a cameo. Cetrion nowhere to be found, Adam. If Shao gets MK2 or MK9 skins, does that mean they'll hide the horns? Or how will the gear helmets work? I think based on that, like, I can't expect more classic skins for Shao Kahn, given that he's wildly different with the horns. Unless they're willing to take off the horns. But if they have the horns on Shao Kahn, would this not also affect hitboxes? Or is this like Kotal Khan's headdress where things just fly through Kotal Khan's headdress? Even though it looks like you should be hitting him, it just passes through the feathers. Maybe it passes just through the horns and it doesn't hurt him. I find this really confusing. Find it really confusing. I much preferred Shao Kahn as like a creature and not so much a human with horns, but whatever. This is what they're doing. I feel like they made them unnecessarily complicated. Like, this is what they did with the augment system in MK11. MK11 started out with such a unnecessarily complex augment system. Then by the time of Aftermath, they tried to dumb it down, and then they just gave up, I think. This is what it feels like, what happened in MK11. But to now make the actual gameplay of certain characters so complex, like, on one hand, you have Street Fighter and Tekken 8 that's giving you very easy controls, modern controls, assisted combos. Anyone can play the game. I think it's going to be a lot harder for a casual to pick up something like Shao Kahn, throw down the axe, and then it's like, what do you do afterwards? I certainly felt that way when trying to use Kenshi, and then you have the Ancestor Spirit out, and it's like, wait, my strings are different? It just, yeah, it seems like there's a high skill level, a high skill ceiling for many characters on the roster, which was surprising because, like, they should be easier. Definitely Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, they felt like lower in difficulty in terms of skill required to do combos, strings, etc. But yeah, I'm kind of like aghast at this at the skill level required to play Shao Kahn. For me, like, Shao Kahn, MK11, back 3, back forward 3, amplify, uppercut. That's a combo, right? Am I right? Is that a combo? I'm pretty sure it is. But it seems like combos are going to require a little bit more a little bit more thought here, especially if you are trying to do these like juicy combos that we saw in the QA fight.
Oh, big stab, shish kebab. Back to flaming neutral.
I want to see the Shao
That
Kahn
big
one.
jump stop that Baraka does is very funny.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be big.
No,
It's gonna be big. He dropped it.
Ooh.
big whiff.
Whiffs that overhead.
Power slam.
Let's see if Shao keeps him in the corner. Nope. Switches side.
376, 14 hits. That seems too complicated. I mean, like, I guess once we get the game and we're playing it, we'll get used to these buttons and inputs. But that sounds very complicated. And during that combo, you have to manage the fact that sometimes your axe is not in your hand. Wow. Wow.
Now you can with that move choose.
Makes me want to see Reiko, because I'm hoping Reiko is easier and he's cuter. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. I have screenshots of all moves from beta. Lol, guess I am an old nerd. I mean, like, I was really contemplating doing that, John, but yeah, I figured like the move lists, they're just going to become readily available at some point. That's what we'll have to look forward to. All they did was remove a 1 from MK11 or 1, stole MK11's tag assist and called it a new game. Shang Tsung is a DLC again. Chill Nation, you are not wrong. I cannot disagree with you. In fact, I strongly agree with you. It really feels like an upcycled version of MK11, maybe like MK11.5. Yeah. Chill Nation, they made Rain look like Xavier from Eternal Champions. I don't know what that is. We're gonna look this up. Eternal Champions? Xavier. Well, there is a video. Oh, wow. Not that Rain looks like this, dude. You're not wrong. Oh my god, is that like a snake staff? I like it. The snake staff is a little better than the water staff. I mean, like, clearly Jade has a snake staff. Oh my god. This game. I've never played this game. Looks interesting. Oh, it's from Sega. Cool. Very cool. Interesting comparison, Chill Nation. Can't disagree with you. What if Shang creates Ermac using Jared's body as an experimental reincarnation? The thing is that we saw Shang Tsung from that opening cutscene to not be someone playing in the flesh pits. In Liu Kang's new era, all of the villains are kind of like watered down. I'm surprised to see Shang Tsung as a snake oil salesman, because it doesn't read as dangerous. I mean, like, sure, snake oil salesmen's back in the day selling fake things and toxic things, those were dangerous, but it's not violent. It's not visceral. It's just deception and trickery, as opposed to violence and blood and gore and crafting creatures from body parts and putting them together. That's what I would have wanted from Shang Tsung. But here he's like a pharmacist. He's a naughty pharmacist. Guys, if you want to talk about naughty pharmacies, Google Canada, Google British Columbia. People at the pharmacies pay the addicts to go to their pharmacies to pick up their prescriptions, which the addicts then take their pills, sell on the street, and then they buy, like, heroin, fentanyl, all of these. Yeah, you know, I know a lot about pharmacy because that's what I got my degree in. But yeah, a bad pharmacist is not, like, utterly threatening. I mean, they're bad, but they're not, like, violent. Anyways, interesting Feather. Kenshi doesn't have any bad skins, as all of them are perfection. I did not see the other Kenshi skins. If there is others, please let me know. But yeah, I definitely like Kenshi's basic default skin with the body armor and the red. It's all good. Oh yeah, now I remember. There is the suit outfit. That one's good too. Does he go from blind to not blind or vice versa? Seems like that's what we're getting. I hate how they keep doing Rain dirty. Rain was always my childhood favorite ninja. Now he's a mage. I totally agree, Chill. It feels like a lot of the stuff in MK1, it's foreign for no reason. Like, they arbitrarily made these design decisions without actually thinking what fans would like. Like, when I play Street Fighter 6 and Tekken, I can tell that the developers are paying attention to what the fans like, because the outfits are so fan servicey. The character bios are very much in line with what has come before. It's paying respect to the fans, but when they do things like this, like Rain or Scorpion or Kuai Liang, whatever you want to call them, it feels like they're insulting us, in my opinion. It feels like they don't care about the fans. They're just doing whatever the hell they want. Because it's not only their game, it's our game too. But whatever. Hey, did you notice this? Check this out. I'm seeing this. General Shao has 950 health. So Shao Kahn went from having 1050 to 950 health? Or was it 1100? Either way, Shao Kahn and MK11 had more health than the typical opponent. Now he has 950, which puts him on level with, like, Sonya, Cetrion, Cassie, Jackie. Is underneath all this armor just a petite female? Like, what's happening? Why is he 950 health? No way! I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked at that. Do you see that? 950. What on earth? Cassie has 950. That should not be allowed. Everyone should just have the same HP bar. Everyone should just have 1,000 health. Not give Shao Kahn less health. What's the reasoning behind it? Is he just so powerful with so many combos like Joker that he needed a nerf to his health even before release of the game? Why? Why? It doesn't even make sense, like, visually. Like, he's a big dude. Why would he have less HP? If he's a bruiser, a brawler. Oh my word. It's just strange. That intro with Shang is probably many decades before all the rest. Oh boy. I mean, in past games, Kenshi has good skins. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll agree. He does look cool. Yeah, I don't know if that cutscene is from decades beforehand. Maybe. I guess so, because, like, if Kronika then at that point gives Shang Tsung youth soul-sucking powers, if that's how he acquires his powers, is from that meeting with Kronika, maybe he goes on secretly with these powers, developing a nefarious army to fight Liu Kang or something. Yeah, maybe that happens. 950, he OP then? LOL. I don't know, though. Like, is Cassie OP? Is, Sonya OP? I mean, like, just give them all the same health. Yeah, when they change the characters, it feels like they are no longer the fighters we grew up loving. Yeah. Well, his bio did say he was weak from birth. Seems like he has health problems, but yeah, I see that. Happy Abby Arts. Maybe that's why? Because he was like a weak, pathetic child, so he has 50 less health than Baraka? Isn't that confusing? Yeah, if the combos are really insanely accessible with Shao, and that's why they decided to make it 950, that could be interesting. Like with Joker, you can do lots of combos with Joker, especially if you have Kapow equipped, which is one of the reasons why they nerfed Joker later on in the life cycle of MK11. But it's interesting to see this just from the jump. Like, for me, it's a nerf. Anything, like, it should just be equal across the board, but I'm excited to see health numbers for all of the characters. Is there someone who goes above 1,000? Who would that character be if they had more than 1,000 HP? I guess from the roster, like, Reiko? I like Reiko. I think Reiko's cute. I want to see official Reiko reveal. When is this happening? Okay, wow, very interesting. Interesting times this Kombat Kast is. It's meh. It's meh. I'm okay. I guess I'm most excited for Rain. Looking forward to Rain. But would love to hear from you, like, who are you most excited by from this Kombat Kast? For me, the last Kombat Kast, they talked about Ashra. I'm really interested in Ashra, and I guess I'm really interested in Rain. Also, Rain's not, like, I think his design is, like, Indian or Southeast Asian. He's not like the typical Han Chinese that they're representing throughout most of the roster. So it's interesting to have different colored skin. I am brown colored, so I like Rain being brown colored too. I feel that way too about Reiko. Diversity. Yay, diversity. But yes, OMG. Wow, another Kombat Kast here and gone. But please do check out my precious sing-songs. Have you heard this one? I'm very proud of this one. Hopefully you like this one. But yes, if you like Kuai Liang, if you like ninjas, you might relate to what this song is saying. Yes, DJ Jaded Rabbit in the house, bringing you the hottest summer tracks. Here we've got Rip Kuai Liang.
So now they're just some ninjas that I used to know. Some ninjas that I used to know. Some ninjas that I used to know.
Yay. I like it. It's kind of sad, which is appropriate because the original song is very sad. But yeah, I miss my ninjas. I miss my Jade. I miss my female ninjas. Like, Tanya's not a female ninja. Li Mei is... God, she's wearing a trash bag. Trash bag, leather apron. I'm just not into it. But yeah, I am missing my precious familiar characters. Everything's just strange and different in this new world. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Shang was from Earthworld, Jared from Adinia, but now both of them are from Outworld. Huh. Crazy. I can't wait till I get started on mastering Shang. He better have that soul steal. If there is no soul steal, I will be very upset. Feather Guardian, I want to play all of them, and Rain is a mix of Indian and Egyptian. Cool. Maybe. I'm not sure. But he's brown skinned. We can say that. A new Sindel bio is out. Is it? I thought we saw the Sindel bio yesterday. And she was, she was talking about, like, it was talking about, wanting to, care for her daughters. She welcomed her daughters into the world. Like, they just fell from the sky or something. Let's see. Wow. God damn it. So many so many things. Yeah, there was this character bio that showed up yesterday. She thanked the gods for her charmed life. Is that what you're referring to, Feather? Because the only other place where they have character bios are here. And I'm pretty sure it's the same. Sindel then welcomed her beautiful twin daughters. Yes. Not even into the world. She just, like, they knocked at her door and she's like, welcome to my house. It just seems such a strange phrase. She thanked the gods for her charmed life. Interesting. The gods are capitalized here, implying there's some sort of god. But here it's just lowercase. Interesting. But yeah, we saw the character bios yesterday. It's all right. Oh, right, I forgot. Ignore me. That's okay, Feather. I shan't ignore you. I love you all. Really, it means a lot that we get to spend this time together going over the Kombat Cast. You know, these Kombat Casts, aside from the official trailers, these are our only sources of direct information from NRS, so I am really happy to see them. I'm not sure we're going to see other Kombat Casts in the future. I think this might be the last one, but if there is more, we will be doing videos about them. Please turn on the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss out. But if you're here at this part of the live stream, God bless you. Thank you. You've made it to the end. Please don't forget to leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. It really helps out with the channel. Also, please consider joining the Jaded Bunny family. Honestly, I would not be here were it not for the kind support of my brothers and sisters. It really means the world that we're a happy family. You get access to all of my #1 strategies for single player, special birthday songs, secret group chat, family-only events. If you want to be part of it, please do join. Much love to our newest sister in the fam. God bless you, Angel. Love you, Angel. Also, much love to James Shea, Kevin Dong, Kalila Crenshaw, John Feltner, Charlie Ravens, John Lee, John Clark, Denny Slaw Energizer. I should really do it like the Tekken 8 announcer voice. I love that girl, guy, whoever. I love them. Pro Gamer, J4, Among Us Gamer, GCXBU Gaming, Kenneth, Cara D, Kokoma Joe, AG Miller, Coffee Gamer, Lucy Little Thunder, Boots Alexander, Jonah, Eric, Blood Ferox, Glowy, Chaka Corn, Airy, Michael K, Darkside, Trokar, Mark, Danny, O Gamer, Michael G, Swishbish, Ilkid, Snoopy Blind, FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri, Erdem, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics 85, Alan, Siderem, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen Melina. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my brothers and sisters. Means the world. But yes, if you can't join the fam, leave a like. That also really helps out too. Also, I'm tired of Mortal Kombat. I think the next thing I'll be doing or streaming won't be Mortal Kombat. So do be on the lookout for something different. Yeah, I'm all Mortal Kombated out. I need something else in my life. But yes, love you guys so much. I'm praying that you can get all of the easiest of wins in the new invasion mode and PvP in Mortal Kombat 1. But yes, until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.